You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, I didn't see this one coming. There were some rumors floating around out there that there might be some teams interested, or a team or something interested in talking to Philip Rivers, and now we have found out that is the case. And today, there is being an official interview done with Philip Rivers for the head coaching job of the Buffalo Bills. You may be thinking, well, wait a minute, this is a Jeff Saturday kind of situation. Not exactly. And we've talked about this before because we obviously covered the Philip Rivers comeback. The one thing you want to realize about Philip Rivers, and I understand he was a high school coach for several years, but that's not the value here. The value is in the fact that he knows offensive play calling and offensive football as well as most offensive coordinators do. Okay? And what I mean by that is he runs, his high school team runs the Indianapolis Colts offense, Shane Steichen's offense. He knows how to run it. He knows how to teach it. He knows how to call plays for it. Okay, so I would say this is a lot different than, say, a Gerard Mayo all of a sudden becoming a coach for the New England Patriots out of nowhere after being a linebackers coach. Well, linebackers coach doesn't have nearly the impact of a guy that can literally call plays, professional plays at the NFL level, which is what you potentially would have here. Here's the other thing. He's got a relationship already with Josh Allen. This is interesting. All right? This would be controversial. I don't know how much of a chance he's got to get this, and we'll get to some reaction to it in a minute because obviously this has gone mega viral instantly. Former Colts quarterback, current St. Michael Catholic High School coach, Philip Rivers is interviewing today for the Buffalo Bills head coaching job. Let's go over here. Pro Football Talk. Via Ian Rappaport of NFL Media, Josh Allen and Philip Rivers have a strong relationship, which is part of what has Buffalo interested in Rivers as a candidate. The Bills are reportedly involving Allen in the search for Sean McDermott's replacement. Okay. I saw earlier, he's setting in on these interviews. He's in on these interviews. Present. Which makes sense given Allen's status as one of the league's top quarterbacks. By interviewing Rivers now, the Bills also consider the former quarterback as a potential offensive coordinator option if the club hires a head coach with a defensive background. That's interesting. That's interesting. So they're talking to him as not only a potential head coach, but a potential offensive coordinator. All right. So, I mean, we obviously know he's familiar with the quarterback coaching side of this thing, right? His son is he's going to be one of the top college prospects to go into college. And he's viewed as a future professional quarterback, potentially. That's how his son is viewed. It's pretty wild, but he's running a pro-style offense in high school. As you can imagine, this is getting a lot of attention, right? A lot of reaction. Philip Rivers coaching before Joe Embiid reaches the conference final. Is that ever going to happen? Yeah. Shannon Sharp crying. God, look how long that's been since Shannon was on that show. That's insane. How about player coach? You're getting a lot of this. Philip Rivers getting the call from Buffalo. Me? What? No, me? The F they doing over there? Yeah. Yeah, who doesn't like a cat in some overalls? BetMGM is always clowning somebody. Philip Rivers is doing what? Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. It's a thing right now. Uh, wow. The fans don't want Philip Rivers. Why interview him? J- that's Terry Pagula, isn't it? It's not Jerry. Who the hell's Jerry? Because of F him, that's why. What? Yeah. Yeah, Josh Allen looking at Brandon Bean right now. Maybe. Maybe. This is sneaky, a little more viable than people think. It's certainly more viable than Jeff Saturday. Because you're talking about a guy that can come in and literally call plays. I mean, you really believe he's not calling a lot of plays when he was playing quarterback? We just watched it. He came off the couch and nearly got the Colts into the playoffs. What did he drop against the Niners on Monday night for 27 points? A lot of people are throwing shade at this idea, but Rivers is a fiery competitor and has a great understanding of the game and would make a great head coach. It certainly would make a great story. Head coach Philip Rivers, really? Yeah. What? Right? This guy says, my guy, it's time to be with your children. No, man, he been at home. Bleep them kids. Why aren't they interviewing Jeff Saturday? A lot of surprise coming out of this. A lot. This person said I had checked for a blue check mark, Adam, because for a second I was like, quote, I won't be got. I did double check to make sure it was the real Adam Schefter. I'm not going to lie to you. I did that too. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, got to bring race into it. White privilege never fails. Why not? Why not bring it in? This would actually be a dope hire. Jumping straight from high school to the NFL is something astonishing. Well, they didn't say astonishing. I did. Get my goat back on the NFL sideline. Don't stop there. Yep. Pete Rose once did it. First base and manager. I mean, this would be interesting. It would certainly become top 3 most interesting story going into next year. Would be, how is this going to work out? A lot of Patriots fans, by the way, celebrating this. They're hoping, okay, here we go. Unc will lead Buffalo to their first Super Bowl. I mean, yeah. Josh Allen knows how to cry. What else can Rivers teach him? Yikes. Kind of cool, but I don't know if it's a good move. The one man who can get Josh a Super Bowl ring, wouldn't that be wild? Let's think about that a minute. Wouldn't that be wild? Because Philip never won one. Yet Philip comes in as a head coach, wins a Super Bowl ring. Old man Rivers. He can fill up his wide receiver room with his kids. Hey, I like Rivers as much as the next guy. Does he really have the experience to be NFL head coach? Bro, what? Philip Rivers from high school to Bills head coach. Well, Jerry Jones came very close to hiring Jason Witten straight from high school. And I think Witten's still coaching at the high school level. And eventually that's going to be probably the Dallas Cowboys head coach, Jason Witten. When that's going to be, I don't know. But it's pretty well known. He's going to be the guy at some point down the road. Now, whether or not there's a in between 3-year college stint or 2-year college stint or whatever in there, I don't know. But if you ask me today, would you want Jason Witten or Philip Rivers? I'd say I want Philip Rivers because he knows pro offense inside and out. So, and you got, by the way, a lot of people across the league running that Shane Steichen offense. Well, there you go. I don't know. I would generally say don't do this, but this is intriguing. It's different. It's different with the addendum that he might actually be able to do it. As offensive coordinator, that's really intriguing. And that might be the step I would look at first. Tell me what you think. I got a feeling a lot of people are going to poo-poo this. I get it. I can't argue with that. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you're still subscribed. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.